Welcome, Cancer. Cancer rising, Cancer moon, Cancer sun, to your March tarot forecast here at Virtual Tarot. I'm Ava, and
I am Trudy. And Ava's wearing a super cool jacket.
You can't really see it, but it is super cool.
Well, mention the sign that gave it to you. She's an Aquarius.
She's an Aquarius with exquisite taste, and she gave it to me for no particular reason, except that she's a wonderful woman. Her name's Ellie.
I'll tell you why she gave it to you.
Why?
She's decorating you.
Oh. Yes, I should have a lampshade on my head. Then she'd really.
That was funny.
So.
Okay, so here we are at Virtual Tarot.
Yes.
And we'd like to welcome you to the month of March, Cancer. And what we do here at Virtual Tarot every month is a 4-card spread. And as you can see, we are reading live. We have something really special for you at the end of the reading. If you comment during the reading or tweet during the reading a question to us, we will do our best to answer as many as we can. Usually it's a couple, 2, maybe 3. So send those questions in, and Ava and I will answer them for you. Now, getting back to the reading, we do a 4-card spread every month, and I'm going to go into what that is. The first position represents the overall environment for the month of March, and then the second position, Ava,
is your challenge, or that which is in opposition to you meeting your aims. The third position is, Trudy?
Forewarned is forearmed, it's the unexpected.
Yay.
And then the last position, Ave,
is the outcome, or that which is an important event, or that which brings you event-wise into the next month, which would be April. So I think it would be a good idea now if we started our... Oh, wait a minute. We have some announcements before we start.
Oh, yes.
So tell them what's happening, what happened to you today, and what's going to happen to you next week. Trudy.
Okay, well, I'm going to give them the Cliff Note version. Today I got to tick something off my bucket list. I got to hang out with Gloria Steinem. Okay, so we're going to post that video on our YouTube page. And I also I already, of course, couldn't wait, posted photos of me hanging with Gloria after the event. And she is a spectacular woman. I know you hear feminist, but she is one of the most feminine, gracious, sweet women that I've ever met, other than Ava. So she's a lovely human being. Okay, and so check that out. We're also going to Fashion Week, and that will be Sunday. So I will be doing my very best to share with you a live hangout from inside the tent, and perhaps with a few leggy supermodels, and we'll be talking about the queens, how they dress. And I'm just going to throw this out there. We haven't told anyone yet, but Ava and I are building a brand new website, and on this website we will feature metaphysical fashion, and so we're excited about that. Okay, Ave?
Yeah.
Ready to do the recap for last month?
Yep. I'm ready. The first card in the overall environment of the month of February, the month in which we are actually broadcasting this, is the 6 of Cups, upright. And we said many things about it. The card has many interpretations. It could be something as simple as getting together with old friends and sharing memories with them. It's a card of nostalgia, but it's also a card of emotional security, feeling emotionally secure, feeling that you're being cared for well. It's the giving and receiving of love. It's receiving gifts. I mean, there's flowers being given, right? The recipient, of course, this is February, the Valentine's Day. Recipient of a gift, gifts of flowers and other things, and having an environment that's beautiful and predictable and loving and playful, and it's your sanctuary, your fortress, and you'll be at peace in it for the month of February. Trudy, the second.
Okay, thanks. I'm showing the card, and there it is, the Six of Cups.
All right.
All right. Okay, and so in the second position for you in the month of February, which is going on right now, Cancer, we had the Lovers reversed in the challenge position. And just a little recap of the Lovers. Well, the Lovers in the challenge position is difficult, can be difficult, because it's an evaluation of a relationship. And if you look at the card, you'll see, do we have the card here? Yeah. You'll see that there are two individuals standing side by side, Adam and Eve-esque, and behind them there is this lovely volcano, which points to the fact that love can be passionate and disruptive. So in the inverse, it kind of tells us that you may be evaluating some patterns. Some things are going on within the relationship that you may want to realign with your value system, or who you are, or how you see yourself. This card can also point to a separation. It can point to a decision about the relationship. And I'm going to tie it back into this first card, Ava, and I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say that, to me, the Six of Cups is about your network, and it's about your network from, be it childhood, college, high school. These are people you've known for a while, and a lot of times people will reconnect with each other via social media, and so social media may be involved in this situation. Just going out on a limb there. Okay.
Yes, I think that's well put. Let's move on to the Hierophant.
The next card would be the Hierophant in the inverse, which we love.
Yes.
This is the Wild Child card, which is what we said last month. But there's a little bit of rebellion that goes along with this card, and if you look at it in the upright, this card would represent tradition and accepted ways of thinking and doing things, contracts, sort of navigating your way around society and not causing any waves. However, in the inverse, it's the opposite of that. So I'm going to let Ava move on that one.
Yes.
Go, Ava, go.
It may be you decide to live together instead of getting married. Something like that. Because the Lovers is an evaluation of a relationship. Your challenge is to evaluate the relationship and come to a decision about a relationship. And so the inverse Hierophant is, right now you're going through this, deciding what to do. Should you do something conventional, or should you be unconventional? And if it isn't a relationship, then it's simply about coming to a decision about work and home, work and relationship. trying to balance the two and maybe doing something unorthodox as a solution to that, unexpectedly. And so it's living by your own rules, however that manifests for you, drawing up your own rules about something. Unexpectedly, as a cancers tend to be a little bit more conservative because they like to protect, they love the protection of tradition or just a beautiful facade, like a home, their estate. They need protection from the trials and tribulations of life. So they often create their little sanctuary in which they do things traditionally. But March, that is in this month, you might just do something a little bit more radical. That's all. Now, I don't know how that will manifest for you, but that's the overall feel of it. And Trudy?
And so, at the end of the month, our outcome card is your card. Because every sign has a tarot card, a major arcana card, which aligns with that sign. And yours is the moon, and that is exactly the card which showed itself at the end of the reading. And so, what is the moon? It is deep inner reflection. While all of this other rejection of perhaps a love affair or society rules at large is going on, there's this sort of pulling back into yourself and reflecting upon what's below the subconscious, or I should say the conscious or the subconscious. It's an examination of what you really think about what's going on, I guess. And it's kind of a moodiness too, I guess, ending the month, but you're kind of going deep within yourself. And you know, this is stuff that most of us really don't spend a lot of time on, but you tend to spend a lot of time on it. So, and we get the moon often for you. So that ended the month, and I'll be really interested to see what happens in March, especially because we had this Lovers card and this 6, and we've got all of this sort of rejection of the norm going on, you know. So I just said, you know, there you go.
Only once, so that's not bad.
That's right. I didn't even put my sign up tonight, so that's good.
Put your sign up. Tell everyone what.
All right.
And what if the phenomenon that you know is?
Well, you know. That's when we say you know. But what is amazing to me, who was I telling you? Some great orator was listening to them, and they were saying you know constantly. I can't remember.
Tragedy, isn't it? And it's infused itself in so many people's vocabulary that it's contagious, and you don't even know you're doing it when you're doing it.
Every other word, it's crazy. Well, I'll tell you what, Gloria Steinem didn't say you know one time.
See?
Not once. So, okay.
First card.
Okay, here we go, and this is the March reading for Cancer. You can see the bottom card is the Significator card. We might come back to that. And so for the overall environment for you, Cancer, we have the 3 of Swords reversed.
Oh, how beautiful.
Yes. So whatever was going on last month, this rejection of tradition, these cards that are pointing to decisions being made in love. I'm going to just go with a love reading, okay? Because this is coming out of February, so what I'm seeing and hearing here is that you're getting over the separation. And we did have a separation in February. We had that lovers reversed. Or you could be healing. You could be healing, because this is also a card of illness. This tells me that the reason perhaps that there's this moon ending the month of February, is that you've had to pull back to reevaluate, and that is where you're heading, because the next three, of course, is the Four of Swords, which that card is the next step toward reassembling what you've separated from. So there's healing going on. You're pulling back. You're reevaluating the situation, and it's a very positive card. In the upright, it represents death, separation, illness, divorce, all of those lovely things. But this is recovery, okay? So
yes, the Three of Swords reversed is healing. Most definitely it is about healing. And it's mental healing. Even though the heart is involved, it's healing through the use of reason as well, and getting a hold of your mind and controlling your emotions. This is also about sharing your problems, perhaps, and it could be a compromise that ensues. But the storm is now over, and when you see a reversal, it points back to the card before it as its solution, as a key, and the card before it is the Two of Swords. So something that you had been in denial of, you are no longer in denial of. You face, you bring it into your conscious mind, you deal with it, and what it does is it helps to heal you, and it helps to bring a reconciliation or a passing of troubles. And in any event, that bad part is almost over.
Okay.
All right.
And I would like to mention that you are still fragile.
Yes.
There is fragility that goes along with this card, and so you are still in recovery.
Right.
And we're not exactly sure where you are in your recovery, but there are many stages of grief, and so be kind to yourself.
That's it.
Okay, we're going to move along to the next card, and that card would be the Wheel of Fortune.
Woo!
You want to talk about the Wheel of Fortune?
Oh, sure.
It's such a fun card.
Yeah, it's the Wheel of Life, and it's karma. And apparently you've corrected your karma, as the Three of Swords implies. You've corrected the situation, that which had caused pain of some sort, loss of some sort. You're correcting that. You're regaining some control over your emotions. So consequently, the wheel of life, surprisingly, unexpectedly, moves up, and suddenly life takes off again. And there's a lot of energy that comes in with this. And it's about reaping what you sow and seeing the results of your hard work actually prove prove itself through positive events, positive outcomes, successful outcomes. And this surprises you a little bit because of the how pessimistic you had been before, and things are going to move in a positive direction very soon. Trudy?
I'm going to show this card. Okay, and there is the wheel. And it's interesting because I was reading about this card last night, I think it was, after the readings. And it's interesting because we're all attached to the wheel. And there are philosophies that, there are philosophies out there where the gurus, the teachers, they would like to be released from the wheel. There is a time, I believe, where all of us are just kind of tired of going through the cycles. And I'm feeling that a little for you, Cancer. Even though the wheel is moving up, it's your challenge. So you know you're attached to the wheel and you're going to move back through and toward a new cycle. And maybe that isn't really, floating your boat right now. And I'm saying a lot, sorry. But that came to me.
It's in the position of the unexpected, Trudy.
It's in the position of challenge, the wheel.
No. It isn't. We had, oh, that's right. I'm sorry. You're right. Absolutely. You know what I did? I put the two of swords
down, Cancer.
What happened? I put the two of swords under the three of swords as a cliff note for myself.
Yes, it is the wheel, and it is in your challenge position.
Oh my God! Well, that changes things. Okay.
But that's okay because I thought accurate because the wheel is moving up.
Well, it's that your challenge is to move it up. Your challenge is to get the wheel moving up, and it will, according to your breaking of the cycle of negative karma, it will move up. But maybe, there's a lot of people also, like I had mentioned before, who are incapable of really accepting the good, that good things happen.
That's right. Well, there are some people who just want to, they would like to have a hall pass from life for a while.
Yes. Yes, and not have to tread that wheel anymore. But unfortunately, the wheel is about change, and change is inevitable. There's nothing that remains the same. It becomes stagnant if things remain the same. So you have to permit for change to take place, whether that's in a relationship, in a job, in any life circumstance. You have to let change take place.
Right. Well, I'm hearing enough of the lessons, okay?
Yeah.
Enough of the lesson. And that's your challenge, to get your mojo back and run back into the classroom. Because that's right where we are, girls and boys, in the classroom of life. And that goes right into the unexpected.
Yes.
And I is so wise. The cards come up in just the right way. So what we have is the moon reversed.
Oh, wonderful.
So there is quite a lot of progress being made by you, Cancer.
Yes.
It seems as if unexpectedly you are going to engage once again. And there is a time for reflection. There is a time to go deep, but there's also a time to re-enter the world and to, after this, we have the sun. So you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Your fear is, because there's been some fear here, is dissipating. You're not as moody even. I know that's pretty obvious, but it seems as if your mood is lifting, I should say. And there is healing going on. And so this month, Ava, it seems to me as if March for Cancer is all about healing.
It is. And the moon reversed is about facing your fears and moving again because of the Wheel of Fortune, setting out on your journey, perhaps a new journey, but keeping positive. And it reminds us that regardless of how afraid you are of any outcome, you just simply have to go out and do it. Do it. Face your fear, and you will be, because unexpectedly you're able to do that. You're able to find those areas of vulnerability within you and to heal that and to move positively and to have the courage. This is a card of courage in reverse. Unexpectedly, you become very courageous, Cancer. So
are you ready for the fourth and final card? Ready, Abe?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so it is the Seven of Wands.
Oh, how wonderful.
In the upright.
Oh, in the upright. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
That's, go ahead.
Yeah, this is you stand your ground, you meet your challenges, you face your opposition, you're determined, you have a lot of stamina, you are very well grounded, you're moving to higher ground, and that is in concert with your challenge, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So it's confidence, it's being able to fight for what you believe in, fight for your job, fight for your passion. It's dealing with competition very well and being very assertive again. So this is wonderful, wonderful. What an outcome. That's excellent. So Trudy, you have anything to add to that?
Well, looking at the reading, it seems as if, once again, there's healing going on this month. Yeah. And so that's really what this month is about, pulling back and allowing yourself to be fragile in the beginning of the month, and to, although this is a mental card, it is also a card of, well, mind and the heart are tied in to one another, and so your suffering, be it mentally suffering, you're still feeling it in your heart. And the reason I bring that up is that even though you're fragile in the beginning of the month, it looks as if mid-month, unexpectedly, it's almost as if you're sort of sequestering yourself, okay, in your home, or you've built sort of a wall around you to try and heal yourself. You've had to build this wall around you. And at the end of the month, it's sort of continuing a little bit, even though you're extending yourself beyond what beyond where you were extending yourself mid-month, and perhaps you're more physically in the world. You're still you still have your defenses are up, okay, but you're able to defend yourself and you're able to take care of yourself. And so I just sort of see this as a transition toward between being very, very pulled back last month to venturing out and becoming stronger and more confident and less fearful, and you're on your way. And so that's what I got. Okay, Ave, back to you.
Well, you need to defend your territory, that's for sure. You're defending your territory, whatever you may think of as your territory, whether that's at the office or at home or in your relationship. You're defending your territory, what you think is your territory. And sometimes people can be included in what you feel is your territory. And so there's a bit of rivalry here, a bit of competition here for what you have, whatever that might be, what you consider to be your territory. And you're defending it. And you're doing it vehemently and successfully, by the way. So it's interesting because you're using your rational mind to face something that you hadn't been facing before, a denial of some sort. And then you need to really accept that you need to progress now in life, and you have to go out there and you have to do, and you have to participate in life and get going and move positively, make the effort, do what needs to be done. And then the moon reversed says that you're facing your fears, conquering them, and at the end you're able to harness all that emotional, intellectual energy and fight off anybody who is threatening your territory, whatever that might be. All right, Trudy.
All right. Includes the reading for Cancer.
Yes.
And I think that was great. Awesome job, Ava.
Awesome job, Trudy.
Thanks. And so we are going to answer questions.
Yes.
Okay. You ready, Ave?
I'm ready.
Okay. Go ahead. Oh, hold on. I got to give you the question first.
Yes.
Okay. All right. It says, do you ever feel like when you pull cards for the group, it might be more of a focus on your energy and maybe it's a reading for you?
No.
Also, okay. Okay. Thank you. Also, when a card comes up in a reading in the reverse position, how do you put it back in the deck before the next time you shuffle?
Well, how do you do it, Trudy? Because I always reorder the cards in upright before the next sign, and then I randomly reverse some in a fresh deck for them. It's a fresh deck for them, for sure.
Right, exactly. That's how we do it.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
All right.
Next question. Okay, here is a broad question.
All right.
Will I be successful at negotiating what I want in my lifetime? I think this is a great opportunity to explain how to ask a question.
Go ahead, Tree. I do that all the time.
Okay, well, let me just say, the more specific the question, the more specific the answer. Okay, we have a specific question. All right, here we go.
I want to get my songs out to the world. Will it happen this year?
Okay, better question. I want to get my songs out into the world. Will it happen this year?
Let's see. The sun.
There you
Ta-da!
go.
That's a resounding yes.
Good.
There you go. Very good.
The sun is the card of yes.
Do you have another one?
Yeah.
Okay, we have one more.
Will I meet a wonderful man for me at work? And by the way, I work at the post office.
Oh, we did that yesterday.
Yesterday.
Hannah pulled up the post office girl.
Oh,
That was a good one. We love her.
Yeah.
That was, yeah, you'll be fooling around on the copy machine. That was the fool, right? All right, do we have any more? Okay, break time for everyone.
great. All right.
Come back for Scorpio, everybody, because we're going to break, and we'll be back in 15 minutes.
Bye, Scorpio. I mean, bye, Cancer.
Bye, Cancer.
Bye.